Welcome back to Daybreak. You know, I don't know why it's so hard to adopt out black cats because they are so sweet, just as sweet as any other cat, including the one you're about to meet right now.
Who's this guy snuggling with me right now?
This is Sweet Henry. Henry is such a cute little black tuxedo cat. He's about 5 to 6 months old, and he's ready. He's vetted. He's ready for his home to come and find him and
So
find him a
shots,
family.
neutered, everything.
He's done, and he is some kind of curious.
He is. He was running around the studio for a minute. We didn't let him. We just did.
But he wanted to.
So I guess we kind of let him, but by accident. But he is a sweet one. He's curious. And I remember, you know, a lot of the people who have come on for Making Purrs say that black cats are very hard to adopt out. For some reason, a lot of people really are superstitious about black cats.
They are, and we have a lot of black cats at the shelter, and we have a lot of tabby cats. And I think it's because they tend to be more common. But you're right, there is a superstition factor, and I know we've talked about it before, but cats are, in a lot of places, are considered good luck. And I can tell you, he is nothing but sweet, and there is nothing to the myth about the black cats and superstition.
No, they're like any other cat. They have black fur. This one is just a... Oh my goodness, he is too cute. Look at him.
I know,
What are you trying to explore, huh? Let's see if you can come over here. You want to do that thing you were doing before the interview that, of course, you won't do during the interview?
He was jumping up and snuggling his face.
But snuggling right by here. Of course, the camera's rolling. He gets a little camera shot.
There we go.
Oh, there you go, little kitty. Now, does he get along with other cats?
He does. He gets along with the other cats at the shelter well. He came in with a few together, and he bonds well with cats. He's just friendly. He likes people. He really would be good for anybody's home. I think he'd probably do well with dogs, too.
Will the dogs do well with him?
Who would not do well with him?
I know. Look at his face. Look at his face. Who couldn't get along with you, huh, little kitty? Who couldn't get along with you? Is there anything else you want to tell us that's really cool about the kitty?
Well, I think, you know, he's got a great meow. It's not loud and noisy, but if you like a cute little kitten sound, he made it earlier for us a lot. And, you know, we have all kinds of cats. So if Henry isn't your perfect fit, come to the shelter and find the one that picks you, because they do pick you. And we have so many that want a great home. So if Henry isn't your cup of tea, you'll find somebody who is.
And last but not least, it is cage-free, so you'll find them scattered about throughout the shelter. So it's not really a depressing place. It's
not.
Very happy place.
They're happy to be there.
Thanks so much for introducing us to Henry.
Thank you.
If you'd like to adopt Henry or one of the other kitties from Making Purrs and Paws, you can visit them at 1432 Riverside Drive, and you can reach them on their Facebook page at facebook.com/makingpurrs.